Hello, social media. It's your buddy here, Joe Tyson. So, I decided to finally post my build of my 2009 G37 convertible, 6-speed manual trans. I am actually working with AAM down in Annapolis, Maryland, to make this the world's fastest G37 convertible. And I've seen the black coupe that's out there that's holding the record as far as the coupe, but again, using the convertible platform. Main reason I wanted to do it because it seems like nobody else has. So I'm gonna show you guys part of what we got going on here. Got some parts laid out, and we'll go outside, take a look at the car. And some other videos I'll be posting up soon. Some things that have already been done on the vehicle. Some how-to videos. So it'll be some pretty cool stuff. So definitely make sure you subscribe and keep in touch because you're definitely gonna want to see this. So what I have laid out here on the table, we have the Z-Speed aluminum engine undershield, which has the trap door to access the oil filter and oil drain without having to actually remove the whole panel. Okay, we have now my vehicle already has the CMAC CSC elimination kit on it, so I just had to get a new slave cylinder, ARP flywheel bolts, which we're going to be running is spec twin disc clutch. New clutch master, the DEI heat shield, which is for the fuel lines that I ordered from CJ Motorsports, upgrading the whole fuel system, actually doing everything except for the fuel rails. Seems like most guys are making pretty good power without having to touch the stock fuel rails, so figure why change now. This is a new throttle bearing, which is designed specifically for the spec twin disc clutch and works with the CMAC elimination kit. We have the Walbro 400 fuel pump here and all the accessories that go along with the pump. And my favorite item of all, the upgraded intake manifold from AAM, which I think just looks absolutely amazing. Had to get in the black because it looks awesome with the carbon fiber inserts. Without the inserts, it looks okay, but with the inserts, it looks amazing. So definitely highly recommended. It's a really nice piece, and as you can see, everything fits perfectly. The throttle bodies, all the sensors bolt right up to it. Took me probably 10 minutes to actually put the throttle bodies on and all the vacuum lines and sensors that go onto the manifold. So really nice. So we're gonna head outside to the car. And that's my crossbow there. Hey, when you're under quarantine, you need some extracurricular activities to do. Nothing like getting a crossbow off the internet and shooting some targets out in the yard. So anyway, we're gonna take a walk outside, show you guys the car, show you guys some mods that are already done, and what's going to be going in. So you guys actually see my fully built race motor that's going to be going in. I'm just waiting for the turbo kit to get here from AAM. All right, ooh, and we got a little bit of rain right now, but that's okay, it's not too bad. So this is Jazzy. All right, you can see she's got 18-inch Savante rims on her. We had the original sport Akebono brake calipers. I just had powder coated black. Did upgrade the front rotors to cross drill slotted. And sorry, they're a little rusty because Jazzy's been sitting for a little while waiting for this turbo kit to get here. Interior wise, just had to gut the interior because I had a little water leak in here. My carpet was getting soaked, so I had to replace some weather stripping. So I just put the carpet back in the driver's seat. We're going to leave the rest of the interior out until I put the fuel pump in and run the fuel lines. So I just want to make life a little easy and have as much room as possible. Okay, let's pop the hood for you. Okay, recently also just installed the BC Racing coilovers. So these have probably been on the car now for maybe about 2 months. The car rides really great with the BCs on it, so I can't wait to get it back on the road because I just missed the feel of it. I have an Optima battery, and I have the Z1 motor mounts here. These are the urethane mounts, which are height adjustable, so you can raise or lower the engine depending on what other things you have installed, such as a turbo kit or headers. I actually had to use them with my Megan Racing headers that I had previously because they were making contact with the steering shaft there. So I had to actually raise the engine. Okay, I also have the Hotchkiss sway bars front and rear. Okay, and in the back end we have the Z1 differential bushings. Let's see if I can get you a good shot of the brace. Also have the Bell Works diff brace on there, as you can see. You can see the Hotchkiss sway bar kind of poking out underneath the brace there. So I mean, suspension wise, she handles really good on the road. It's a nice and tight ride. All right, so heading over into my garage here. It's a little messy. This is my built motor, which thank you, compliments of AAM down in Maryland. The guys down there really awesome, really great guys, and actually drove down there twice. Really good guys, kind of just hung out down there. Real nice facility. And the guys definitely know their Nissan Infinitis. So we did a full build on this with Wiseco pistons, got Eagle rods. That is the Stillen lightweight crank pulley, which I had previously when I was running NA. Decided to still keep that. We have the General Technology exhaust cams, which I installed. Running the HKS spark plugs, which are 2 steps colder than the original plugs. Since we're going for high boost, the goal is actually to push 800 horses out of this engine, so not taking any chances. We have the Mishimoto thermostat, which is installed. Unfortunately, I have masking tape on it to keep anything from going into that hole there. And I think that's pretty much it. The head, for the most part, is pretty stock. We didn't do any machine work, no porting or polishing or anything like that. Just basically refresh the heads, new valve seals, and then the upgraded exhaust cams and exhaust springs. So I can't wait to get this back in as soon as the turbo kit arrives. Going to get everything bolted up to the engine and then drop it all in the car at once. With the manual trans there, so try and twist it around so we can see the C-Mac elimination kit in here, for those of you who haven't seen it, or seen one rather. So that's what it looks like. Basically it just converts it, instead of the slave sitting in the center, it goes back to a traditional fork style type transmission, and the slave actually sits on the outside. So nice things, if the slave goes bad or if there's any issues, it is located on the outside of the transmission, very easy to assess, rather than having to drop the transmission. So that's pretty much it. And here's my strut bar over here. It's the Cusco strut bar for the front. So of course that'll be going back on once the car is back together. This is actually my spare motor, which is just a stock build. I'm going to actually take this apart and rebuild it because it's got low compression. The leak down tests, and it seems like it is my rings. So I'm just going to do a stock rebuild on this. I may actually just sell the motor once it's rebuilt, or just keep it for a stock engine just to kind of play around with, have some fun. All right, so that is pretty much it for now. Like I said, I'm going to post some other videos so you guys can actually see the build in progress, how to do some of this stuff yourself. I tried to be as detailed as possible with some of the videos that I shot, so hopefully it helps some of you guys out that are also trying to do your own builds, or just, you know, small projects. If you haven't done it before, how to do something, hopefully this will help you guys out. So this is all my parts here as to go back. Well, that's actually a spare upper pan there. And we have 1050cc injectors that are going to be installed in that fuel rail that you see there on the floor. So I'm really looking forward to getting everything together, getting on the road, getting some dyno videos to post for you guys. It's going to be really awesome once everything's together and the car is drivable. I'm going to drive it down to AAM, and they're going to tune it using ECU Tech, which is, I guess, the new software on the block, or program rather. So like I said, really looking forward to it. Can't wait to get back behind the wheel. I mean, I also drive an FX35, but of course it's not the same as driving a 6-speed manual G. So I'm missing my baby right now, and can't wait to get her back running. All right, so like I said, make sure you definitely subscribe. There's going to be a lot of videos coming up following this one here, and you guys can see the whole build. Just a couple of things I just kind of forgot. So I also did just install these Aero Blitz side splitters, which I'm probably actually going to reinstall them and have them extend a little bit further out from the car than the way I have it now. The wing that you see here, this is actually a factory OEM spoiler for like a 2009 Dodge Charger, but it seems to fit the car pretty well. I think it actually fits like it's original, like it's from the factory, like an factory upgrade. It doesn't look too crazy, it's not too tall or anything like that. So, and I've noticed I've actually topped this car out at about $150 previously, and the issue I was having, which is why I got the spoiler, is right around about 146. It feels like the rear of this car starts to lose contact with the ground, which is definitely not a fun feeling. So hopefully the spoiler here will actually help to keep her planted and make the car feel more stable at much higher speeds. All right, so thanks again for watching, and stay tuned.